Behind closed doors, every marriage has secrets, but some secrets are darker than others. This is the story of a toxic marriage that ended in betrayal, lies, and a shocking courtroom battle. Welcome to Dark Truths, where we reveal the stories they try to hide. Subscribe now and press the bell icon so you never miss the truth. Toxic Marriage, the Final Verdict. Part 1. The Cracks in Paradise. On the surface, Arav and Naina looked like the kind of couple others envied. Their wedding had been the talk of the town, lavish, glittering, and full of promises whispered under fairy lights. Friends called them perfect, and their families proudly paraded them as the definition of compatibility. For the first year, Naina believed it, too. Arav was charming, ambitious, and generous with gifts. He knew how to make people feel seen, how to light up a room with his laughter. Naina felt lucky to be chosen by a man who seemed so flawless. But perfection, she would learn, is often a mask. It began subtly. Arav questioned her choice of friends, making sly comments about how some were bad influences. At first she laughed it off, thinking he was protective, but soon his opinions turned into restrictions. "Don't go out with her, she's jealous of you." Or, "Why do you need to meet your colleagues after work? I'm here, isn't that enough?" Naina complied, believing compromise was part of marriage. She thought it was love. Months later, the tone shifted. Arav became critical of her cooking, her clothes, even the way she spoke. At family dinners, he would mock her silly opinions in front of everyone. Laughter filled the room, but Naina's heart sank deeper each time. When she tried to talk about it, he flipped the blame. "You're too sensitive. You always overreact. Can't you take a joke?" Gaslighting became his weapon, and her self-esteem the battlefield. By their third anniversary, Naina felt like a shadow of herself. She had quit her job because Arav insisted he could provide for both. But soon she realized it wasn't generosity, it was control. Without income, she had to ask him for money, even for basic things. He would hand it over with a sigh, as if doing her a favor. She was trapped. Then came the betrayal. Late one night, while Arav was asleep, his phone buzzed with a message. Naina didn't mean to look, but the name flashing on the screen wasn't familiar. Curiosity turned into horror as she read the string of texts, sweet nothings, late-night promises, and pictures exchanged that left no doubt. Her hands trembled. She felt nauseous. The man who lectured her about loyalty, who isolated her from friends, was living a double life. But confronting Arav was like walking into a storm. He didn't apologize. He didn't even deny it. He smirked and said, "If you were enough for me, would I need someone else?" Those words cut deeper than the betrayal itself. From that day, arguments became wars. Arav's temper grew explosive. He yelled at her for the smallest things: cold food, a misplaced file, a word he didn't like. He never raised a hand at first, but the walls echoed with slammed doors, shattered glasses, and words sharp enough to wound. Naina tried to leave once, packing a small bag, but Arav blocked the door. His face twisted in rage. He hissed, "If you walk out, you'll have nothing. No money, no family support. Do you really think anyone will believe your sob story?" She froze. He was right. He had spent years planting seeds of doubt in everyone's mind about her fragile nature. To the outside world, he was still the golden husband. Who would believe her? For months she endured, shrinking further into silence, until the night of the anniversary party. Friends gathered at their house, drinks flowed, and Arav was in his element, charming, confident, admired. In the middle of laughter, he raised a toast. To my wife, Naina. She may not be the smartest or the prettiest, but she tries." The room erupted in laughter. Naina's face burned crimson, her heart pounding in her ears. It wasn't the first insult, but it was the first time he humiliated her so publicly, so deliberately. And in that moment, something inside her snapped. She didn't smile. She didn't brush it off. She stood up, her voice steady for the first time in years. "I'm done, Arav." The room went silent. Arav laughed nervously, trying to turn it into a joke, but Naina didn't waver. She looked him in the eye, her voice sharp like a blade. "Tomorrow, I'm filing for a divorce." Gasps filled the air. Friends looked at each other, unsure whether this was drama or reality. Arav's smirk faded into a cold glare. And for the first time, he realized she wasn't bluffing. Naina walked out of the room, her footsteps heavy but determined. Behind her, Arav's voice thundered, "You'll regret this. You think you can leave me? I'll destroy you in court." But Naina didn't look back. For years she had lived in fear, but that night she chose courage. Little did she know, the real battle was just beginning. The court would not only test her strength, but also strip away the facade Arav had carefully built. In the weeks ahead, secrets would spill, lies would crumble, and the world would see the truth about their perfect marriage. And as Naina closed the bedroom door behind her, clutching her bag, she whispered to herself, "This ends here."
Thanks for watching my videos. Subscribe for more amazing story and press the bell icon.